Let's start it. We in this bitch.
I'm
gonna keep.
I'm knock myself the fuck out.
Oh shit. That would have sucked. To fucking knock your ass out.
Would you keep going?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep
the
going.
The show must go on.
If you knock yourself out with the with the mic, bro, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna lose my shit.
It's gonna be 40 minutes of you laughing and shit.
Facts. That's all it's gonna be. Everything. What's gonna pop up in my head every time.
It's funny. I was practicing guitar earlier today. I was like, yo, I'm gonna play guitar on the episode. And I was like, no, I'm not ready yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
My nigga confidence went down. He said, nah, I ain't ready for that yet.
Because it's just like when you record and you be like playing some shit, you're like, damn, that sounds good. Then you hit record, and it's like you forgot what the fuck you did.
That's how that shit always is.
I don't even know my fucking name right now.
I hate that shit. Once you record, you forget what the fuck you doing, and yeah, nah, that should be pissing me off.
Like, you sound like Beethoven, and you hit record, and you sound like
like you don't know what the fuck you doing.
Kick snare.
Facts.
What up, live community?
That's a fact. What is good? Ain't nobody even on this bitch.
We talking to ourselves.
We talking to ourselves.
You mean
I think even Jen backed up. She said, I ain't watching these niggas.
What's this niggas Thursday?
I'll wait till that shit come out.
Oh shit.
It's cool though. It's gonna be a little
shout
clip
out to
on
Zach. It's always cool when Zach pull up.
Nah, yeah, facts. And that was a surprise pull up.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't even supposed to be with us that day.
I remember thinking to myself, I was like, it was nice having guests. But it'd be nice to just edit 2 tracks.
Nah, yeah. My man Rahmonn need a break.
And Zach texts me, he's like, yeah, hook up that other mic.
He said, you need a break. I know your motherfucking shit be tired. You fell asleep at the goddamn...
Yo, that one episode, I waited, procrastinate. Genius is procrastinate, bro. That's just something we do. And I was like, nah, I can work on it tomorrow. I can work on it tomorrow. And I'm like, all right, you got to get this done. You got to post it by 12. Everybody's expecting it. I want to go back and look at the analytics and see who really watches this shit at 12. At midnight, like who?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think most of them is when in the morning because I know that's when I listen to it.
Yeah,
but that's a good question. Who actually like? Is anybody waiting up for our shit?
Am I sweating for nothing and like nobody listens to?
Nobody even looking at. Yeah, nobody.
So I'm
they wait until noon, motherfucker.
I'm sitting there like editing, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna get there. All right, we're gonna make it. And then I woke up. I heard birds chirping.
Oh shit. You don't even remember falling asleep. My nigga he woke up at the desk. Video still playing on loop, motherfucker.
Big facts.
Oh shit. Well, guess what? Live community. We about to end this shit.
Yeah, but that's how y'all know I'm dedicated, that I will fall asleep.
That's a fact.
At my workstation.
That's a fact. If you fall asleep at your workstation, that means a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an end video, nigga. All right, share it. I'll share it.
You got to type a caption to share it?
I probably, you know what? I'm not going to type a caption. I'm going to just share it.
Let it be.
Yeah. I'm trying to do both my jobs at once. That's
why I told you we do that full live episode. We need somebody else manning the comments.
Yeah. Somebody over there looking at the comments and all of that.
Because it's hard to stay focused on what you're doing.
So I guess we got to plan that too.
Yeah.
We definitely got, we not bullshitting. We told you we're going to bring y'all a live episode. We just got to work out the kinks and figure out who's going to be behind the camera reading the comments and shit.
I got a couple ideas, but we'll discuss that off mic. You want to just get this shit kicked off?
Facts. Let's get it motherfucking poppin'.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I am what I am, and I'm going to be the very best of what I am. And for those who don't like me confidentially, I don't give a damn. I'd like to thank you for letting me be myself.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the crib. We're at episode 62. I'm Rahmonn.
And I'm loving this drink. I'm Darien.
And we're back.
Big Gack. I said Big Gack. Bidak. That's what I was trying to say.
Big facts, you mean?
Big facts.
You're flexing. You need me to drive you home?
Nah, I'm good.
You good?
I'm good. I'm good.
What are you grateful for, sir?
I am grateful for I'm grateful for my experiences and my growth. Because all of my experiences bring me growth. And my growth brings me experiences. So I feel like they're one and the same. Like everything, just growing and learning more about myself and understanding that there's people in this world that actually care about me and love me a specific way. Like, I'm grateful for all that shit, man.
That's what's up.
Big facts.
I am grateful that I will be the music director in the apocalypse.
You got to get more than just a guitar. You got to have a banjo, motherfucker.
I'm gonna have to make that shit out of tree scraps and shit.
You gotta have to learn to build that shit.
Same way our ancestors did. But all jokes aside, I am grateful for art in all forms. Like we talked about off mic, I got some shit going on. And kind of the thing, it was weird because I'm in a weird phase where I'm not really, the emotion hasn't hit me, but I know it's coming. And so I'll be in this one phase, almost like what I imagine being a manic depressive might be like, right? Because at one point I'm like, all right, I'm gonna grab my MPC, I'm gonna grab my guitar, I'm gonna grab my laptop, and I'm gonna work on this video, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna play the video game, and I'm gonna read this book. And then I quickly switched to, I'm just not gonna do anything but watch TV. And I've been going back and forth for that. And I know it's my brain delaying the inevitable. So anyway, yeah. I'm grateful for art. It's good for my brain. It's kept my brain healthy the last couple of weeks. So I had a question for you. You did see Captain America Civil War, right? I thought about it because of what I'm wearing today. So there's a debate that goes around. Do you think Steve was right to defend Bucky?
I'm gonna give it a bean. I forget why he was defending Bucky.
So Bucky's his boy.
Yeah.
They fought in the world to get the war together. Then he thought he was dead. Then it turns out he was given a different super soldier serum, and he was been a hired hitman for Hydra and the Russian mafia, or Russia. And I don't know if not the Russian mafia, but Russia. And then he finds him all these years later. And then meanwhile, Cap and Tony are friends. But then Steve goes against them because of the Accords, but also because he wants to rescue his friend. Because he had been looking for his friend since Winter Soldier, when he knew he was alive. So you have one school of thought that says Tony and Steve were friends. Why did they fight over Bucky? But Bucky, his ace, he's his OG friend.
His original friend, yeah.
And there's people that say, no, Tony was his friend. He shouldn't have fought him like that.
Tony was jealous. He was that jealous friend.
I mean,
you know, when your friend has a friend, you don't like that.
But also, if we did this podcast for years and then you found out that I killed one of your family members, you might not want to hang out with me too tough either.
Nah, yeah.
Remember, he found out that now in a hypnotic state, he killed Tony's parents, but
he killed
Tony's parents.
Yeah.
So Tony took the little task with that, which I could imagine I would too.
Damn, that's confusing as shit, my
Right.
nigga. Like, he was in the trans and killed your parents. So he didn't really kill your parents, but he physically was the one that killed your parents. That's a lot to fucking deal with. But you like, somebody gotta pay for this shit, and this is the only motherfucker I know of. So you like, he gotta go. I can see that.
Now,
I don't know how I would feel.
Now, me and Bossman will have this other argument about the movie, right? He agrees with me, like, yeah, Steve was right. That's his OG friend. That was loyalty. Do you think Steve could have beat Tony?
That's a hard ass question, nigga. Like, cause most people would think like, oh yeah, because Tony got the suit, he could just destroy him. But
one person
Steve got
argued
some skills, like
that they was whooping his ass, but they said, well, look, it was 2-on-1. They was whooping his ass. Yeah, but Tony also blew fucking Winter Soldier's fucking arm off.
Exactly. Like, yeah, well, yeah, cause he got that suit, so yeah, it would have to be 2-on-1. Like, this nigga blew this nigga. Like, they was fucked up at the end of that fight, nigga. It was done. Like,
It is crazy. Like when I remember the first time I worked with Boss Man is when that movie was coming out while I was working with him the first time. And he would always say, like, you know, he's a boxer too. So he would always say, nah, Steve had him. And I was like, nah, Iron Man's the man, whatever. He's like, yeah, but you seen that trailer. Steve was whooping that ass a little bit. So I always argued that Tony would have beat him. And he said, no, think about it. And I forgot about this part. Tony had to ask Friday, like, yo, match his fucking boxing pattern because I can't keep up.
Oh, shit.
And that's how he fucking got him toward the end.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Because of AI.
Because of AI. God damn. Damn, that's a good ass fucking analogy. Like, yeah, I don't know how that shit gonna work.
And that shit was certain him because he was stranded in space after Thanos whooped that ass. And the first time he saw him, he was still pissed. Like, where were you? You said, when I said we would lose, you said we would do it together, but you weren't there.
Damn, that shit wild. That shit wild.
It's a big debate.
That is a big ass debate. Because it could literally, in certain universes, could have went in different ways. Like
if you put it in real perspective, you're Steve, John is Bucky, and I'm Tony. Of course you're gonna ride for fucking John.
Yeah.
Cause that's your OG nigga.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with how Steve handled it.
Yeah. But you can't disagree with how
I don't disagree how Tony felt.
Yeah.
But
like how he felt is how he felt.
I wouldn't say.
But should he not have looked at it like that since him and Steve was friends though?
That's the crazy part. But this is my boy that's been like he don't.
And he don't give a fuck about him and Steve's relationship. He just care about what Bucky did.
Yeah, which in the moment,
yeah,
you find out your parents were killed, and you found out who killed them. You might feel the same way.
How did you find out who killed him?
Because remember that was
you find both of that out at the same time.
Yeah.
See, because I feel like that it was always planned that somebody.
It was that was the whole thing that why can't I think Baron Zemo? That was what he wanted. He wanted to bring down the Empire. The dude who was pretending to be the psychiatrist. You gotta go back and rewatch the movie.
I do.
You don't rewatch the movies often like I do.
I watch it once and that's
it
for me. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can't tell you how many times I've seen.
I mean, I could tell by the shirt.
Yeah. I mean, you had a Marvel shirt on the last time we recorded.
Yeah. How many Marvel shirts have you worn? Like a good 6, nigga.
It's funny. I put this one on today. I was like, I don't think you've ever worn this one on the podcast.
You got Marvel shirts for days, bro.
It's funny when you like something. Sometimes it's kind of cool because people are like, oh, Ramon likes Iron Man. And if they're going to get you something, they get you something related to Iron Man. But after a while, it's like, well, could you be creative? Like, do something different? Not that I don't mind the Iron Man shit, but after a while, what happens is I have
you something Marvel.
I have too much of the shit.
I know you're gonna be happy if it's Marvel.
Even that sign that says "Cultivate" that Susan got made. If you look at it, it's in the form.
Oh yeah, that's funny. I can see Hulk from a distance.
Yeah,
but now, I can see that. That's dope.
And then Chris got me the Iron Man comic, and I put it in the frame.
What edition is that? How long ago?
I gotta look. I forget.
Well, I know you ain't even open that bitch, did you?
I flipped through it.
You put it straight in the fucking.
And then the cool thing about that clock, my friend Danielle got me for that. It's a vinyl.
Yo, this nigga better not start making big money. This nigga, next time you see us on the podcast, it's gonna be fucking limited edition magazines everywhere. Fucking Iron Man.
No, but the difference is I don't like clutter either. So it'll always be.
Yeah, so you gonna fuck around and have a room for specifically that shit.
In the old studio, in the old apartment, I had all my paintings up. Like every time I paint a painting, I move stuff around and make space for it. And there was this one wall that was covered in it, and I thought it looked cool. And then when I started packing, we moved up here, and the wall was empty. I'm like, damn, that looks much nicer. Because you can appreciate the pieces more because it's not. It was just so much.
Mm-hmm.
But I might if I had my media room, I'd have this big ass bookshelf with books that I've read or intend to read, and then vinyl and CD collection. And then a wall that was just art.
Right. Nah, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can definitely see that for you, my nigga. Because you are very big into the art shit.
Yeah, I love something that you can, I know what you mean. But I love something that you can create. And then so many people, like I like painting abstract shit because I like to see how other people interpret it, right? Like if I, nothing against people who paint like fruit or like a landscape. But if I paint an apple, we all kind of know it's an apple. But if I just kind of threw some shit on there, like you can, like, yeah, that's a man who's an NPC in buildings, but like, what do you interpret from that?
Yeah.
That's kind of why I like that shit. And as you call her, the woman with no ass. That's officially her name now.
The woman with all back. The back attack.
So
throw that back in the circle.
Oh, new series. I don't know. I wouldn't have thought I would liked it either. It's kind of like political, but it's about this woman who they're trying to groom to be the vice president. And they send her to be the ambassador of London, called the Diplomat.
I've seen that. I haven't watched it
It's
yet.
actually good.
Yeah.
I think on a third or fourth episode. No, bullshit. I'm on the 5th or 6th episode because I remember saying, oh shit, there's only 2 left.
Yeah.
But it's actually really good, even with all the political kind of, and you might like it because you like some of the other conspiracies.
Yeah. We watched Designated Survivor. You watched that?
How far are you into it?
I think I finished it. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I finished it.
The first season?
Oh, I definitely finished the first season.
And you're still into it after watching the second season?
Mm-hmm. We kind of slowed down on it, I ain't gonna lie.
So the first season, I was all in. Like, I was like, no, we got to watch another one. She was like, I'm ready to go to bed. And I want to watch another episode. And then the second season started, and I was like, it wasn't the same without them trying to figure out the conspiracy. I thought.
Yeah.
And then people tell me if you keep going, it gets better again, but I never.
It did get a little good at the time. I'm pretty sure I finished it only because we wanted.
Wait, was it 3 seasons?
That shit. I think so. Yeah.
And you finished all 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
We started watching fucking You. Nigga, you watched this before. I know you.
Shit.
I know you did. I know you did.
That
when we was watching, I was like, "Yo, Rahmonn will fucking love this."
He did. You've never watched this? Is your first time watching it?
Yeah, we in almost done the second season. Yeah,
and you probably were thinking, how the fuck could this get any better or different in a third season? Oh, I'll keep watching it.
God damn, it keeps getting fucking better, and like, I don't know how I'm rooting for this creep. Like what the fuck?
Now that's weird because we all can see how I was rooting for Joe.
Yeah, like I don't know how I'm rooting for this nigga. Like I be telling him like, yo, I don't want him to get caught, but I want him to fucking better himself. Like this nigga, he was talking all that shit. Like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna do that. It's not gonna. But nigga, you moved here for her. Like you did all of that for her. Like you made us think that you was just trying to be better, but no, you literally did all this to be you. Like,
tell me how it threw you off the very first episode when you listened to her talk about this woman he loves, and you're like, oh, this is dope. This guy like really loves her. And then you're like, wait a minute, this nigga's stalking her.
Yeah, that's exactly how it was. But it was like he was stalking her, but I was like, I'm intrigued because I want to know what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Oh my God. And I think we're on 4, and then they're giving us like another little mini piece of it.
I think so far he got like 7 bodies.
Bro. Oh, for
and
fun.
He don't count one of them because you know how he chants the fucking names in his head before he get ready to do some shit. He still don't mention Rufus, nigga. You killed Rufus, like nigga. You killed him too. Put his name there, like fuck out of here.
I might go back and watch it from the beginning again. Check out on Instagram if you remember You from Brooklyn. It was this guy who created this channel, but he's a black guy. And it was like a version of You, but this dude in Brooklyn. That shit is fucking hysterical.
I can only imagine. That shit sound fucking hilarious.
I hope the page is still out there because it was a couple years ago when the show first came out. But yeah, that was one of the ones that shocked me. And I was like, oh shit, and you're right. Like, I'm rooting for fucking Joe.
Yeah, like you rooting for this fucking creep. Like I keep thinking about that. Like I'm really rooting for this fucking creep. Like what the fuck is wrong with me? Like this show just gets you intrigued and makes you want to think like how he thinks and like you want the better for him, but he keep going left. Like nigga, you almost killed your fucking girl brother. Like he was choking this nigga.
Wait, you're in season
2. I'm like,
so he's with
8.
Love?
Yeah, he with Love.
Okay.
Yeah. You already took your last bitch out and tried to kill the one before that. Like, God, I'm sorry if I'm giving some shit away, but if you haven't
many
watched
people
it,
have watched this shit already by now.
I think that's the problem. I don't watch shit when people are into it.
You know what I'm like that?
I don't like watching shit when people are into it. That's why I still haven't watched Game of Thrones.
I won't. So many people come to me, bro, you don't watch you gotta watch Game of Thrones.
Until I stop hearing that, that's when I'll watch Game of Thrones.
I've decided that I'm going to be the one human being on the planet that's never seen Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Well, you're the two, because I've never seen it either.
High five. I did the same thing with Breaking Bad. And then when the finale came out years ago, like 10 years ago now.
That's when you started watching it.
Well, it is what happened. I had never seen anybody talk about a show on social media. Like, no matter what social media outlet I went to, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everybody was talking about this season finale. And it intrigued me. It intrigued me so much that I said, I'm going to watch the show. Now, the first 3 episodes, most people say I tried it, but the first 3 episodes are kind of like slow. But then once it takes, I've seen the whole series of Breaking Bad 5 times. I love the writing of the shit.
My nigga has a problem.
I'm telling you, I am intrigued by characters that
You need to write some shit, nigga. Write a short story. We got a cameraman. Zach would be like, oh, okay, I'll do this. Yeah. Oh, he graduated. He gonna charge. I wasn't gonna say it's for school, but he gonna charge now. This nigga like
I have written shit, and then it was always hard coordinating people together to do it. But
how about you write short stories, like 5-10 minute stories?
Maybe
start off with that, and we can figure out how to act them shits out, and that'll be part of our shit.
And shit.
Yeah, we are gonna create more segments because I want to create one called "What DE Offers with D." Cause
wait, what? What's it called?
What DE Offers with D. Delaware, because Delaware doesn't have a lot of shit, and nobody knows about Delaware. But it's a lot of
I took that the wrong way. Like,
yeah,
you offering
I know.
Your what?
No, I'm not offering my D. No. The D's off the table, all right? No D on the table, all right? God damn it. Except for my wife. You get all the D you want. But, shit. But yeah, nah, it's like, it's a bunch of small stores here and a bunch of places that nobody knows about.
Right.
And I want to, like, in a way, try to shine light on those places.
Oh, that's dope.
Because, like, it says one place called, like, Evelyn's Soul Food that I went to earlier today. Like, their fucking food is fucking amazing. Like, well, we always get the breakfast from them. I haven't had anything else, but that shit's fire. And it's decently priced. Like,
okay.
And it's all black people back there. And
where's it at, Wilmington?
Yeah, it's in Wilmington.
Okay.
Yep. Called Evelyn's Soul Food. That shit's fire. They fish banging.
Oh,
like, everything.
I was just talking to David the other day, and we were telling him I was in New Jersey, and he was like, "Oh, you know what I could go for right now? One of the fish sandwiches from this spot we used to go to on Bergen and
make
Lines.
fish sandwiches, nigga. Them shits hit.
And the bread be greasy and just feel. Oh yeah, you
Nah,
gotta give me that info.
Yeah, I got you. It's so many places though. Like, granted, Delaware is not the place to go to for like partying and all that extra shit.
Yeah,
but we do have a lot of soul shit that's kind of in here. Like,
yeah.
And people don't know about it.
That's a dope concept. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, finish my point and we'll move on. But I like characters who are generally good people and something in them
making them do negative
comes
shit.
out.
Yeah.
And I think that's why, like, look at it. I love Joe's character.
He's a good ass nigga, but he not.
Right.
Right. Like, you looking out for this little girl and like making sure nothing happens to her. You like, oh, she needs better parenting. Like,
yeah.
But
sometimes when he be explaining why he got a Merkin nigga, he be like, I get it.
Like, he had to go. Like, it wasn't
Walter White in Breaking Bad and Anakin Skywalker becomes Darth Vader. I get it. I understand.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Y'all heard what just happened. My nigga just coincide all this shit with his trauma. He watch him.
Get your bingo board out.
Nah, but that's real shit though. Like, they all have some they have some shit in common. They're all good people at heart, but they was just trying to, one wanted love, one wanted to take care of his family. Like, I don't know too much of the Anakin Skywalker story.
And you never watch Breaking Bad, right?
I did.
Oh,
I ain't watch all of it, but I watched.
Oh, so see, I
ended up stopping. Yeah.
The greatest line is one of the greatest lines is in the final fucking episode. I won't spoil it for you because you said something.
Nigga, say the line. I'm gonna forget by the time I get there.
Point. You're gonna forget by the time you get to your
car. By the time I get to my car.
No, so like the whole series, he's like, I'm doing this for my fucking family. And there's this scene at the end where he sneaks back into town. It's like a year later. And sorry if you haven't seen it, but it's been 10 fucking years. And his wife says, stop saying that. And he's like, you're right. I did it for myself. Because he was the fucking man.
My nigga said, fuck all that. You right. I did it for my goddamn self. It started off for the family.
Right.
But then he realized how fucking good he was, and he was like, yeah, this is for me. Like,
great fucking series. And then even the Better Call Saul spinoff shit. This apparently is a TV episode.
I didn't watch that yet, but I saw that Better Call Saul.
And they've got all of it on Netflix now because the final I couldn't wait for the final season to hit Netflix, so I actually temporarily paid for AMC Plus just until I watched the last season.
Oh shit.
That shit was good.
All right, so that's our next one on the list.
And then I finished I don't know why. I got bored with The Flash.
I never tried it.
Like I like Green Arrow, and then it started getting stale to me.
We probably should go back and watch Green Arrow. We haven't. We just know some of the characters and certain shit that happened, but we don't remember the whole. Yeah. Because we ain't watched that shit forever, and we didn't finish it.
Once they added the other team members, it got corny to me.
And see, that's probably different to me. Well, I don't know. I didn't watch it, but I was saying that probably different to me because that nigga deserve a team. Like he deserve a squad.
Yeah, but the team I thought was. I liked Mad Dog.
The type of team that you ended up.
Fucking Curtis was corny as shit to me.
Okay, so yeah, see, I don't you
like some niggas that used to be
this
a
nigga
nerd
said Mad Dog. His name was Mad Dog.
Yeah, who eventually becomes a deputy governor or some shit. It's crazy. And then Oliver ends up working for the police department. Half the
Slade that nigga.
Half the excitement. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know why. I love that nigga.
Season
that nigga
was with Deathstroke.
Yeah, he's the truth.
The best fucking season. The
Deathstroke
best villain.
is the truth. Like ever. Like yo, those are my two favorites. If I could ever be anybody like Halloween type of deal, all that, I'm either being fucking Deathstroke or I'm being Deadpool. Those are my two. Like one of them. That's it.
Yeah, Deathstroke is kind of like a serious Deadpool.
Yeah, he's a serious Deadpool, but Deadpool is like a jokingly hero. Like this nigga be hero on accident sometimes. Yeah. like he didn't mean to help you, but I did.
It worked out for your benefit. Yeah, he was my favorite villain. And people gave that show a lot of criticism because they said they copied Batman. Because in the comics, Arrow's not serious like that. He's like a smartass. He's like funny.
But I feel like they did, whether it was copying Batman or not, I feel like they did better making it so he was more serious than. Because I feel like it was like he wasn't playing. Like he was making sure everything was like he was trying to do the right shit. Like
yeah,
that's why I felt like gave it more of a dramatic feel to it. Like if he was just jokingly all the time and like, oh, you trying to be Deadpool. That'd have been my first thought. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't not gonna lie. But nah, yeah, them shits is fire.
And then
now you got me thinking. I want to watch one of them joints.
So then I kind of got almost addicted to Flash because I hated you didn't watch it, but I hated the DeVoe era. Just like when you get to the part in Arrow, I feel like they kept the one villain way too long. Like he was on way too fucking long. But I hated the DeVoe era, so I skipped that. And then I could give or take when their daughter came back. And then I wanted to get to the end of it. And I kept watching it. Now, the 8th season, the one I just watched, I don't really watch a lot of TV until it's time for bed. And you know what happens? I turn it on. I fall asleep. So I be watching the same episode over and over again.
I hate that shit, bro. Don't tell me you're going to put on some shit and you fucking fall asleep. Now I got to watch the same goddamn episode that I seen already. I'm trying to have you catch up. That'd be me and my wife arguments. I
thought she was the one who leaves you behind on TV shows.
She do, but sometimes I leave her behind because she'll fall asleep first.
Okay.
A lot of times she falls asleep first.
You don't pause it for her?
After the first
every week, I knew it. There was something. Every week, y'all look at this nigga like he the perfect husband.
No.
But he don't pause the show after his wife falls asleep.
Look, I realized she fall asleep like halfway through the episode. So I'm like, all right. I might as well finish this one off. But her ass, if I fall asleep, she gonna watch the rest of that episode, the next episode, and probably half of the next episode. And then be like, yeah, you gotta catch up. Like, what the fuck? And then now the next 3 days, she falls asleep. She falls asleep by the time I even get to where we supposed to be. Like,
oh shit.
Like, no, that shit annoying. And she be cussing my ass out. Like, motherfucker, you said you was gonna watch it so I can get further. like
Blacklist, that was what I just saw I was gonna put on my list next.
Oh yeah. Because I'm so mad.
I'm watching, I want to finish Night Agent.
It's 9 seasons.
Damn.
At the end of season 8, I didn't want to watch it no more.
Really?
But season 9 was decent.
Okay.
But you'll see. And the second to last, I think it's either 9 or 8 seasons, but whatever the second to last season was, I didn't want to watch it no more. But I ended up watching it. But you'll see why I didn't want to watch it.
Okay. You know what
You
show?
be binging, so I know you're gonna be there. You gonna be there by the time next week, motherfucker. See, oh yeah, I finished Blacklist. Like, nigga, what?
Bags be waiting on here. So I finished Blacklist. Here's my thoughts. And I decided I was gonna. I practiced guitar while I was doing it, so I'm gonna strum you my summation.
Shit.
You know what was like that for me? You ever watch Supernatural? The two brothers.
I stopped watching it because it started getting extra to me.
So, I think it was season 5. I love this shit religiously.
That shit was fire. I ain't gonna lie.
And then they stopped the apocalypse. So my thought process was on what could be worse than the apocalypse that you have to fight. And so it seemed corny to me afterward. And then everybody said the shit, it got good. And I think it ended up going on 15 seasons.
Yeah, that shit was long.
And everybody's
That's
like, you got to get through season 5. So one time I decided,
that might be where we stopped.
I'm going to start watching this shit over again. And I started. And sometimes I don't like watching that ghost demon shit before I go to sleep. So I don't want to fall asleep with that playing in the background.
You one of them.
That's what it was. My uncle and my grandmother always told me that shit. Because you know my imagination. So you know what I'll be fucking dreaming about.
This nigga wake up sweet.
Nigga, I saw an ad for this woman in Africa who created this natural hair regrowth shit. And I kid you, I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw the ad for this shit. And I kid you not, that night I had this dream that I was walking around with this long, like Troy Polamalu, head of fucking hair because I had went and got this treatment from this lady. That's how shit seeps into my subliminal imagination. And that's why there's certain shit I will not watch before I go to sleep.
Yeah.
For that reason. But yeah, so anyway, I got all the way to season 5 and I stopped watching it again. I didn't care anymore.
It's something about season 5.
I wonder.
A lot of shows, if you make it past season 5, that's a good question. Because I think a lot of shows, if you make it past season 5, they're good.
I'm trying to think, though. So right now, there's currently a writer's strike.
It has to be something good, because if it made 15 fucking seasons,
yeah,
something like it might have slowed down and then picked back up.
Which is possible. That makes sense. I wonder if I could skip season 5 and not be totally lost. If I could just start.
I don't know. First of all, not this show specifically, but I'm saying all shows that I've ever watched, I could never skip an episode and not be fucking lost.
The recap don't do it for you? See, I will pick up, I'll fill in the blanks just from the recap.
Sometimes the recap don't show you everything else that actually happened. The recap showed you the main shit that happened. But the side things that happen inside of that tells you the entire story of what went on.
That's true.
That's what fucks me up.
I'm telling you, I'm just good at putting context clues together. And
I'm not,
figure it out.
Nigga, I hear that recap. I'm like, what? Who did? What the fuck happened? Hold on, no. I'm not on this episode. Let's go back to the episode. And then that's the funny shit. Certain episodes I'll fast forward through. I'm like, okay, all right, this happened. Okay, he did this. Okay, he did this. Okay, so I did see the whole episode.
So what am I missing?
What the fuck? Like, what the fuck am I missing? Like, when did this shit happen?
Oh shit!
Like, I don't know how that should be happening, but that should be fucking my head up.
What's your go-to comfort show? Like,
what
you just want to throw some shit on,
like just
you don't need to pay attention in it,
or just hear it in the background, or
either one.
I know going to sleep, funny as shit. I used Chappelle Show.
Okay,
that was my hearing that in the background was always, I don't know why. I could go to sleep to Chappelle Show any day because I know everything on that show, but it still be funny to me. My wife be fucking cracking jokes on me because I be giggling at the shit that be happening, but I know what's gonna happen. Like, hey, I'm the black sheep, the real black sheep. That shit's fucking funny.
See, as I knew you were a real fan.
All this pubic hair. That was my shit, still to this day.
Oh shit.
That was my shit. He said, drink, bitch. It said, Jews, they ate me. A fucking shark.
I was mad I had forgot the Yoda shit until David brought it up.
Oh,
episode he was on.
Get down, do you?
Good blow this is.
Yo, that's a fact.
Is there an album? Oh, let me ask you this question, and then I'll ask you the high album thing. An alien comes down, and they meet you.
Pow.
And
It's like, nah. It's like, nah. I'm joking. I do not condone that.
an alien says, "I want to learn about hip hop, but I only have time to listen to one album." What album would you give
Ugh.
them?
Nigga, me and this alien gonna die, nigga. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's so much.
You can only give him one album to represent hip hop.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know if it'll be a Kiss album. I don't know if it'll be a Drake album. I don't know if it'll be a Kendrick or a Cole. Nigga, I don't know. Nigga, that's a hard ass question.
So I narrowed it down to two for me while you think about it. Either The Low End Theory by Tribe Called Quest, which I take it you haven't heard, or Things Fall Apart by The Roots.
Both of those are fucking classics.
Mm-hmm. Great fucking albums.
I don't know, bro. I'll probably give them some Black Star, because I've been fucking with them. And they fire and shit.
Yep.
Nah, yeah, I definitely would. I forget what that one was called, the one I was listening to. Or was it just, I don't know, because you know. niggas-
Respiration.
The one with Definition on it.
Oh,
Definition's
fuck.
my
I can see
shit.
the album cover and I can't think of the name of the fucking
The
album.
one with it's like red and orange, like the old school with the two of them on the face of it. Yeah.
Fuck, it'll come to me after we hit.
But Definition's my
Stop recording.
shit. I don't know why I be playing that shit on repeat.
Have you ever heard that you needed to listen to an album high?
I've heard you gotta do a well. You gotta do a lot of shit high.
So there's like this cliche, if you will, that people say you have to, and I'm sure you've never heard that. Let me not assume you never heard the album. I apologize for doing that to you. Have you ever heard Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd?
No, I've heard of it though.
Right. You see the t-shirts and
Yeah.
people be wearing the t-shirts and don't even know what the fuck it means. But
Yeah.
so I used to hear that you have to hear this album fucking high. And I was like, that's probably a cliche.
What?
For me, my limit was marijuana.
That sounds like somebody saying you got to hit that acid
When they made it, they probably were on a combination of marijuana and hallucinogenic
and
mushrooms.
cocaine. Yeah,
And maybe some coke too.
they was
but
doing
like,
everything.
So I had to take this stupid history of recorded music class, and I used to call it stupid because I thought it was a waste of time. I had to listen to music and fucking analyze it. And I'm like, I'm a fucking grown ass man with a full-time job. I'm just trying to get this degree. I have time for this shit, and I failed it because I didn't give it enough time. And when I go to answer the questions, I don't fucking know. So when I had to take it the second time, I took it more serious. And I discovered some great fucking music. One being that album. I always thought that I didn't really care for the Beatles because I had only heard their really poppy shit. But there was this era where they would be in the studio fucking blasted off mushrooms and weed and whatever else. And they would do experimental shit where they would fuck with the tape machine to get different. And I really fuck with that shit. So like from the Sergeant Pepper's Only whatever the fucking title of the album is, I actually went out and bought it on vinyl. But you really do need to listen to fucking Dark Side of the Moon, fucking high, on vinyl.
On vinyl, you got it, don't you?
I do. Like
So I gotta get blasted one day and just come
just
here.
come here and just sit here and fucking listen to the album. Maybe we'll make it a whole episode. We'll just sit here and listen to the
Just
album.
sit here, listen to the album. They gonna flag our shit. They ain't gonna hear
Yeah,
nothing
they
we
ain't gonna
say.
hear nothing. No, because if we're critiquing the album, then it's considered fair use because we're reviewing it. But
That's a whole lot of standards to this shit.
But the fuck was I gonna say? I was listening to the album on my AirPods at work the other day. I needed to be in a Zen place, and it really took me to this fucking Zen place. Just the tones. Like, shout out to my boy Brian Brienza. Before I met Brian, all I listened to was what my parents listened to.
You sound like a video game character.
Brian
Brienza.
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 It's very Italian.
Yeah,
name.
he sound. He Italian?
Yeah, very Italian. He opened my brain up to listening to different music because all I had to listen to was R&B and hip hop at that point in my life. And I think when I met him, I was
That's the most nigga standard. R&B and hip hop.
Rahmonn was what? Yeah, Rahmonn was a baby, so maybe was 21, 22 at the time. And he really opened me up to all this different fucking music. And then to find that there was fucking more after I took this history recorded music class. Like, it's just the sounds are just so different. Like, that's why I love hearing live music, because you get to hear shit recorded so much.
Mm-hmm.
But just to hear even the human error and how the timing slightly changes, because nobody plays on a metronome exactly. Some people can, but most people don't. And there's human error, and the time kind of shifts and drifts. Like, if you ever look at like a song that was created in something electronic like an MPC, if the BPM is 100, I guarantee you it's going to stay on point the whole way through, because that's how the machine's designed, unless you turn that off.
Right.
But you take a live recording of a song and you'll see that the BPM changes throughout the whole fucking song. That was actually an exercise we had to do when we were in school, where we had to match the BPM throughout, and it was like changing all over the fucking place, because that's just natural human error, and it sounds fucking beautiful.
God damn.
And so, yeah. So preemptively find it on Spotify and listen to this fucking album. It's not gonna be a cup of tea at first, because at first I was like,
Pink Floyd,
Dark Side of the Moon. And they have other albums, but that's their most popular one.
I don't want to be on the dark side of the moon now. I feel like it's cold there.
And that's where the Transformers hidden base is. We learned that in the Michael Bay film.
See?
It'd be funny how we arrive on this shit, guys. Like, we had a conversation where we were going to talk about at episode 61. 62, we went outside on the break like normal, came back. And I just asked a random question, and this turned into the movie TV episode.
We literally was talking about nothing but movie and TV.
Which is interesting in support of the writers are on strike.
Who?
All the writers in Hollywood. I don't know the details about the strike, but the writers are on strike.
Damn, why y'all?
That's what made me think of, because around that time that fifth season of Smallville came out, you remember there was a gap where we didn't get any new television shows because the writers are on strike. And so the writers are on strike once again. It'd be interesting to see how.
Damn, they be going on strike. Would they be trying to get more money?
Probably. Like I said, I don't
most
want
people go on strike for more money.
I don't want to like minimize it, and I haven't read enough detail about it. But
I don't know. We don't know. We don't want.
Yeah, this is not your news source for that. So
yeah, we don't. We don't give a fuck.
Don't necessarily take it for fact unless it's my trauma, because that's all factual.
Y'all have heard, motherfucker. But nah, that's a fact though. That's crazy that they on strike though.
Yeah.
But I guess everybody deserves. So are they union? Not. This is a lot of questions.
Yeah, they are union.
They're union.
Mhm.
Writers are union.
Mhm.
It's fucking weird ass union.
It kind of makes sense.
I mean, it's necessary.
You know what's
apparently.
funny? There's been a lot of talk that we should have a union in the music industry. We don't.
Yeah. I feel like every industry needs a union in a way. 'Cause that makes the corporations have to do certain shit to abide by it. If everybody in the union stop fucking working, y'all gonna be fucked in a way. Yeah. I don't know where that came from. Unions. That's
What's your final thought, sir?
Oh, my final thought is love yourself, love everybody around you, and find a union. Nah.
I think my final thought is just take value in the things that people create, man. I mean, we spent a whole episode talking about stuff that other people created and the enjoyment that it brings to us, and just remember, somebody had to come up with that shit, and just be grateful for those creative minds.
Be grateful for the creativity in this world.
Yes.
Because if niggas weren't creative, it'd be boring as shit, cuz. Oh, make sure y'all follow us on everything at Warm the Crib across Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. On TikTok, we are Warm the Crib Podcast. Don't forget about the merch. That's WTCmerch.com. WTCmerch.com. Make sure you get all the merch.
And listen and watch and listen, unless you have not seen some of these shows, because there's definitely spoiler alerts, but not really, because they're all old shits.
Yeah, they are pretty old.
Yeah.
But if you haven't seen it, anything we've been talking about, you should see them.
Yeah.
They're good.
I do want to go see Guardians of the Galaxy.
Volume 3?
3 came out.
Yeah, I think I seen 1 and 2. I ain't see 3.
Yeah. Well, it just came out, so of course you didn't see
Fuck you,
it.
nigga. Excuse me, you don't know I could have went to the movies when it came out, cuz.
That's true.
You know good and goddamn well I ain't
I
go
sure
to-
know you didn't.
You know?
You waiting for it to be on fucking Tubi.
As soon as that shit drop on Netflix, I got it. It's
This
like,
nigga
nah.
just saw Iron Man 2. It's like, you seen that new Iron Man shit?
Oh shit. That's a fact. Though.
Oh, shit. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. We appreciate each and every one of you. Shout out to Michelle. Michelle, I love the
appreciate
commentary. You got to
All the
respond to
commentary.
Michelle's fucking message you didn't respond to yet.
What?
Michelle's a message that she put up there. I don't want to hog all the responses, but
Oh, you want me to respond?
yeah.
Okay, I'll respond.
He would have responded by this point. But anyway,
I would have. I didn't look at it.
all
But
jokes
I
aside,
hear it and I get the picture.
appreciate all of our viewers. Continue to come back. Continue to share the love.
Make sure you tell your peoples about us. Tell your peoples, tell your sister, tell your mother, tell your brother, tell your cousin, tell your auntie, tell your uncle, tell your granddaddy. Tell them all. They could learn something from this. We learn something from this every week. Besides, well, actually, no, I learned something this week. Some shows I gotta watch.
Yeah, likewise.
Learn something every week. You never know. It's all about positivity and bringing ourselves better and cracking a couple jokes.
Yes, sir.
And getting a little lifted.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
We'll be back with Tequila next week. I needed some Balvenie this week.
Yeah, my man's stressing a little bit. Gotta get him some Balvenie. We good though.
Yeah. Until next week, we'll see you the village later. Peace.